Bruce Banner was born into the family of a feisty, perennial scientist, Brian Banner, and his wife, kind and loving Rebecca. Brian hated his son. He was jealous that his son was getting more attention than he was, and suspected that because of his work with radiation, his son was born a mutant. As a result, Brian killed his wife and was put in a psychiatric hospital, and Bruce was raised by a kind aunt. He went to college, where he began to study radiation. There he met Tony Stark, future Iron Man, and Walter Linkovsky, future Sasquatch. He subsequently took a job at a military base under the command of General Thaddeus Ross, where Bruce began developing the gamma bomb. While testing a gamma bomb, a young guy, Rick Jones, went to the test site. Bruce ran to remove him from the landfill, instructing an employee, Igor Starsky, to hold back the report. But, being a Soviet spy, Igor did not stop the countdown, hoping that Bruce would die in the explosion and the project would be frozen. Something went wrong. The bomb exploded. Bruce managed to push Rick into the ditch, but he himself received a powerful charge of gamma radiation. And that same evening he turned into the Hulk, gray. Later, the authors and artists decided that green looks cooler. At first, Bruce turned into the Hulk at night. The Hulk was still a brawler, so Bruce hid in the evening in a cave with an armored door that the Hulk could not overcome. But over time, Bruce's body mutated in such a way that the Hulk appeared after an adrenaline rush, most often after an outburst of anger. However, it worked both ways. Angry, he became the Hulk. Even more angry, he became Banner again. The uncertainty was only exacerbated by the fact that Bruce deliberately continued to irradiate himself with gamma radiation in order to turn into the Hulk when he needed it. True, he was not really able to control the Hulk. It was, in fact, a separate person who despises Bruce for his weakness and craving for control. Most of the time, the Hulk just wanted to be left alone, but he always ran into trouble. The aliens will try to take over the Earth. Then supervillains from China, Russia, and other countries of potential opponents will attack. Then the heroes will be set against him. Ben Grimm from the Fantastic Four became the Hulk's constant rival. It was the Hulk who, having become Loki's pawn, became the reason for the creation of the Avengers team. He became one of the founders of the team, but left it rather quickly, as the rest of the team did not particularly trust him. The Hulk ran into both villains and heroes. He was repeatedly tried to use as a pawn, and later regretted it. Villains like the Mandarin or the Leader. He was driven by the army. The Avengers and X-Men ran into him. He opposed the rulers of the underworld. In one of the adventures, he shrunk and ended up in the Microverse, where he fell in love, quite mutually, with Princess Urella. She did not live long after that, but the Hulk became a classic member of the Defenders team, along with Doctor Strange, the Silver Surfer, and Namor.